Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jackie Rockman here. I finished using it a little bit. I got my own little opinion on the fight stick. I want to do that before I just threw a video out saying, "Oh, this is how it is. This is how you use it and stuff." But I want to actually learn how to use it, fill it out, see how I feel about it. So this is it: the Universal Arcade Fight Stick, the F500, made from Mayflash. I got it from Amazon for $89.99. Because typically for a good fight stick, ones I found online from searching, the cheapest one that was halfway decent was like the Hurry fight stick, and that's like $149.99 at the moment. So I wanted something that wasn't as expensive, but not super cheap, where it's not worth even having. And I found this, and from what I've seen and read online, it has really good reviews about it. So I said, okay, let me give it a shot. So this is it. After pulling it out and playing with it a little bit, I have to say I like the way it feels. It feels really good. Everything works. You can just take it right out of the box and go, and everything's perfect. It's very responsive. Haven't had any issues with that. Have a good amount of weight, so it won't be shifting or moving around on your lap. It's like 4 pounds, what I read. Alright, so let's talk about some of the features on the fight stick itself. Alright, so along with the buttons, to tell you what each button does, depending on which console you're playing, either PlayStation or the Xbox. Also, we have all these notches and knobs right here. So right here, we have the X input, console, PlayStation 3/D input. This right here is pretty much letting the console or device you're trying to connect it to know what it is, how to connect it. For all consoles, you pretty much leave it right here on this. Computers, you go to X input or D input. Alright. Then we have the X/Y and the D-pad. The X/Y stands for using the left stick on a controller, and the D-pad is using a directional pad on a controller. Alright, we have Turbo 1, Turbo 2, the turbo button, the T-pad, select/share, back/share, PS button. Once you connect it, these little notches right here will light up depending on what you do. Also right here, this USB port, this is where you plug in your controller when you want to connect it to the fight stick. Because you can't use the fight stick by itself. I really wish that you could, but you can't. Which I'm still fine with. It's still universal, so it's whatever. I'm just complaining and nitpicking. And this button right here is the mute button if you want to mute. You can plug up your headset down here also. Right here, I have a little latch that leads to the cord that have for you to plug up your fight stick to the console. And that's it. Metal sheet at the bottom, rubber pads, so it won't move around. You can place down somewhere. Shaking my whole table up. Alright, okay. Let's take a look at the inside of this fight stick. They say it's very easy to customize and mod, and I want to see it for myself. Alright, so let's see. There's 3 Phillips head screws that's holding everything in together. So let's go ahead and unscrew all that. Alright. Now let's see. Just gonna pull it up. Alright, so it's just a plate. Just a metal plate. And this is everything right here. The buttons, so you sit there, just pull these out, take the button out, put another button in, unscrew the joystick, find out joystick, put it in, and boom, you're good to go. 4-way gate, right here. Alright, so this is easy, nothing complicated. So, let me show you guys how to connect this. So, I'm gonna connect to my PlayStation. Pretty much this process will work with all the other consoles out there. Alright, so first, let me log in. Alright, so once you log in, the way I do it, the way I prefer doing it, is then taking the controller, hold down the PlayStation button, go sound/devices, and turn off my device. DualShock 4, boom. So now my controller is turned off. After turning it off, I will then plug it up to the fight stick. Alright, after you do that, then you want to open this hatch right here pull out this cord. Now, I had to say, the length of this cord is pretty long, so I don't think you really have to worry about too much having the cord that's too short, because I don't know how long it is, but yeah, you can get some distance from the TV if you need to with this cord. Alright, so first you pull that out. Alright, plug this in right here to your PlayStation. I have a USB extender. Alright. Once you plug that part in, whoop! Man, I'm gonna drop my controller. I almost broke it. I've been embarrassing, wasn't it? See this latch right here? On the edge of the latch is a slight slit in it for you to place your cord so you can close the latch. I was really concerned about that, but I'm happy that they have that feature. Alright, so do that, put it to the side. So now your controller's plugged up. Hit the PlayStation button once. On the screen, you have a little control icon will then appear, and after that happens, you have the player 1 icon glowing. So that means you're now connected. Now I can start controlling the controller. Bam! Just like that. And the mute button show if you hit mute, it'll let you know right there also that it's muted. Yeah, this is it right here. Alright, now this is one thing I forgot to mention earlier that I like to mention is that I like almost everything about the fight stick. It have the right amount of weight to it. The buttons and the stick is alright. I have no real complaints. I just feeling and not actually because it's actually just crappy or bad. Start button is placed nicely, and you will never accidentally hit that start button unless you're just crazy. I don't like where the controller plugs in. See how the controller plugs in right here? So it's on your lap. It limits to how close you want to bring it and everything else. I think the controller should be plugged in over to the side or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overly picky because maybe some people won't bring it in so close to themselves, but then you can't just move the fight stick as close as you want to your body. You always have to keep it enough space so your cord stays plugged in. That's my only little gripe. Everything else is like perfectly fine. I have no problems with it. It seems like it'll last me for a long time. I'll be happy with it. But yeah, it's a nice controller. All right.